Welcome to Football with Cheese. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and the firing of Kevin Stefanski as their head coach and what they should have done instead, because this franchise is an absolute disaster. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. You should never miss a video. Tonight, in an hour or two, Mike and I are going to do the Lights Out podcast, a special edition. Usually we do it every Tuesday. And we'll start at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. And we're going to go over all these firings. There's 6 openings. And we're also going to do a list of we think are the best candidates. But I had to make an individual video talking about the situation because the Browns don't have a clue. Now, Kevin Stefanski has been the Cleveland coach for 6 years, came from Minnesota, was quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, and he went 45-56. With the rosters he's been given in those 6 years, to me, that's a success. That's a good record. He won Coach of the Year twice. He's never had a good quarterback. In fact, most of the time he's had horrific quarterback play. He got a Joe Flacco quarterback team to the playoffs in 2023. Of course, won Coach of the Year. And he has offensive background, obviously, and the offense has been awful the last few years. So they decided to move on. Okay. I don't know if he's a good coach or not. The rumor is the teams that need coaches, besides the Browns, of course, are interested in him, that he might get another head coaching job right away. Just about every year there's one candidate that a lot of teams interview despite being fired. Like Pete Carroll got a job right away last year. Of course, he's fired now. But that tells me a lot. That tells me the league thinks he's a good coach and it's not his fault. Whose fault is it? Andrew Berry, the general manager. He got the job right around the time Stefanski did too. I'm just looking at his drafts. I got him pulled up here. He's not really had one good draft. His best draft was probably this past year. You got Mason Graham, Carson Schlesinger, Quinshawn Judkins, Harold Fannin, absolute steal in the 3rd round, Dylan Sampson in the 4th round. Great picks. Of course, he took 2 quarterbacks that are backups at best that did not play well. But he's never really had a great draft. And rarely did he have a 1st-round pick. And here's why. Andrew Berry made the dumbest move in NFL history when he traded for Deshaun Watson. Let's pull it up. So, Deshaun Watson, let's just go over him first, was accused of sexual allegations by women that gave him massages when he was the Houston Texans quarterback. So the Texans wisely decided we're moving on from him. Watson was a top 10 quarterback at the time. Not top 5, but he was top 10, in my opinion. So they move on from him. They just needed someone to trade for him. And Andrew Berry gave up on Baker Mayfield. He did have a torn labrum coming off an injury. But we've seen Baker Mayfield had success with the Buccaneers. Gives up on Baker Mayfield and trades. Okay, let's pull it up here. So the official trade is the Browns received Deshaun Watson and a 6th-round pick, while the Texans got 3 first and 3 4th-round selections. Unbelievable. Not only that, he signs Deshaun Watson to the highest contract in NFL history and gives him it fully guaranteed. He's still on the books. He's still on the roster. And he's going to be next year probably too. Their cap situation is horrible. They're an absolute disaster. How does he still have work? You hired a 32-year-old Harvard grad, he's 38 now, and thought he was some kind of genius? He's very analytical driven, okay? That can work. It's not. So I do not understand how he has a job. And Kevin Stefanski's the one that's the problem? The offensive line sucks. You have Jerry Jeudy as your number 1 receiver. He's a bad number 2. Probably needs to be number 3. You have some good tight ends. Okay. You drafted some good running backs. The offensive line, like I said, is bad. You don't have a quarterback worth a shit. It's one of the worst quarterback situations in the NFL. I just want to hear from Jimmy Haslam, the team owner. And I want him to explain what Andrew Berry has done well and why he should still be in charge of the front office. And he's leading the coaching search. Unbelievable. And I'll leave you with this. The Cleveland Browns are one of the worst run organizations in sports. They have been for a long time. It starts with bad ownership. They hire bad front office people, and they draft the wrong players or make bad trades, bad contracts. I don't know if Kevin Stefanski's a bad coach. It's impossible with that kind of offensive personnel that's on the field. It's impossible to know. And as long as Andrew Berry is running things, the Browns will continue to suck. And he did do a trade down and got the Jaguars' first-round pick. So he has 2 first-round picks. That sounds good. But the Jaguars won 13 games. So it's not going to be a high pick. At the time, it looked like, oh, maybe we'll get 2 top 10 picks. So that pick does not have as much value as originally thought, because the Jaguars end up being really good this year. So where the Browns go from here, they just keep sucking. It's like the New York Jets. It starts with bad ownership, hires the wrong people. Both organizations are just an absolute joke. And it will continue that way, especially in Cleveland. So, am I being too hard on the Browns? Let me know in the comments. Browns fans, do you want Andrew Berry gone? Are you mad that they fired Stefanski and not Berry? Do you think they should have fired Berry and kept Stefanski? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, give me that thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Once again, Lights Out Podcast. We do it every Tuesday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. But we're going to do a special tonight as well, so back-to-back nights. Link in the description. You can see it right here on the screen. Share this with anyone who loves football. I cover all 32 teams on the channel, and we're almost at 500 subscribers. Really appreciate everyone's support. If you have not, check out this about Raheem Morris being fired, and I'll see you in the next video.